Welcome to Couple Reviews, where I've been dreaming of a true love's kiss.
How about that? You're a true daughter of Andalasia.
Just fired.
You're a true daughter of Andalasia, unlike your big sister. She realized that because he has friends, they don't have anything in common after all. If I have to split this recording into multiple 30-minute videos, so be it. We're not gonna let up until we complete the side mission. I think the word trim is what this is. I'm finding out now that the original actress who played Morgan is in Disenchanted, but not as Morgan. It says that she plays Meroliasian girl. Everyone keep on the lookout for this face in a cameo somewhere. It looks like she dropped acting to be a composer, but what we came to figure out is how old is Morgan. She was born in 2001 and is 20 years of age as of Disenchanted. She's the actress Gabriella Baldacchino is 20 years old. She's probably 16 or 17 in universe, but the actress is old enough for me to make comments about how hot she is. So with that being said, I really loved that dress she was wearing. You can kind of read into that the implication that he thinks he was the adult in the room and he didn't shoot down her childish ideas, so that makes it his fault. I mean, technically, you can make the argument that if that's what he's going for, he's right to say that, because she does have gaps in her logic. So it's a Rorschach of whether or not he meant that and whether or not he's justified in meaning it like that.
Back there in Andalasia, rules were clear and colors didn't fade. I know.
I'm taking it as confirmed that she can understand animals talking.
I wish we had a fairy tale life.
Has she read any of the Brothers Grimm stories? Or the Hans Christian Andersen stories? There's literally a story by Hans Christian Andersen called The Ice Maiden, where there's this guy who's in love with this girl, and they get engaged to be married, I think, or they're just planning on being married. One of them gets a vision of the girl cheating on him. The Ice Maiden kills the guy, and the narration is talking about how God kills you before the bad things happen, so everything is good, and we're supposed to take that as the happy ending. I think I would prefer that God send us to couples counseling rather than have me die before the wedding. And why is he the one that needs to die so that she won't cheat on him?
Well, then you just have to make it a good morning.
You know, you're absolutely right.
She can't tell the difference because she can understand them all the time.
Coffee's percolating.
Can't talk now, I've got to make stir fry.
Morgan, this day is new now.
Now it's weird. The talking birds and the singing appliances were expected. Morgan's dancing and singing. Now that's where it gets bonkers. Oh, so glad she's 20 years old so I can get away with pausing it here.
Giselle, you're even more beautiful than you were yesterday.
She was pretty beautiful yesterday.
One more chance a chance to prove my worth in heroic fortitude, only to return home to you, my family.
That's what I like to hear.
But not without my little helper. Chores are an adventure all on their own, that's what I always say.
She's 20 years old, but if she wasn't 20 years old, she would be the first teenager to say that ever.
Hey, I'm talking. Wait, how am I talking?
Pip, the wish I made last night.
Huh. She caught on to that pretty quickly. Normally when you have someone wish for something and then the magic wish comes true, they're like, whoa, what's going on? And after 30 minutes, they finally say, could it be that the wish I made actually worked? That's pretty. It looks like a cake. Multiple stacks of a cake.
What's tonight? Your Majesty.
For the festival, milady?
Oh, is that? Wait.
Doing some last
Did I
minute
catch her? Did I
shopping
catch
for
her? Did I
tonight,
catch
are
her?
we?
For the festival?
Give me a second. I think that's her, huh? It's nice of them to give her a cameo in this. I'm not sure if they just wanted a teenaged Morgan and didn't think that she passed as 16. Excuse me. They wanted a 20-year-old who looks like a teenager because Morgan's 20 years old, as we all know. The latest credit on her IMDb page said that she was a composer, so it's theoretically I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but it's theoretically possible that they asked her, do you want to have this big part as an actress in this Enchanted sequel movie? And she was like, that's cool, but I'm a composer now. Maybe I can just show up for a cameo and you can have someone else play Morgan. I don't know. Hang on. Maybe I'll look it up. I hate how these articles are like, this is the reason why the actress was recast, and you click on it, and it starts with this big spiel about what the movie was and the plot of the full movie, which you would already know if you're looking this stuff up. Okay, this article is just speculating too, and they did bring up that original Morgan doesn't pass as a teenager anymore. What they should have brought up was that she doesn't pass as a 20-year-old in high school anymore.
Milady?
Because that's what Morgan is.
That still...
Why don't you just focus on your little party? After all, baked goods are what you do best, Your Majesty.
Something is going on with her.
But doesn't everybody just hear the clock ring and then become a jerk for 5 seconds? I mean, not me. I mean, I'm never a jerk when the clock rings. Everyone except for me is what I meant.
Who's the most powerful of them all?
Is fairest of them all not politically correct? Back in the day, the fairest of them all used to be a compliment, and what is still a compliment, but some people take pale as insults now. My skin's pale, and apart from the fact that my skin gets red too easily, I like having lighter skin. I think it looks good on me. And obviously I'm not saying that darker skinned people aren't attractive. Of course, darker skinned people are attractive, but variety is the spice of life. Dark people are attractive, light people are attractive. It's good to have variety. And some people say pale as if it's a bad thing these days. She's the most powerful of them all. The only reason she had the magic power to reinvent the town is because of that wand and the baby was holding it last time I checked. I could understand Giselle appearing in the mirror if she asked the mirror who in the land is the second hottest adult of them all, and then it would have shown Giselle, because the single hottest adult in the land is Morgan, who's 20 years old.
We said most powerful, not the prettiest.
Second prettiest.
It's that wand she's been so coy about.
Yeah, but the baby has it, right? Last time I checked.
What do you think?
It's beautiful.
And we'll take it.
You really don't have to do that. I'm sure it's very expensive.
Of course I do.
She's so sweet and polite now. Could we keep her this way when you turn the town back to normal? Go to him. Go to him. Well, after you you have the dress paid for.
Do a twinkle like a star.
Oh, that is a very aggressive twinkle, but I really don't need.
So cute. Do you think they wrote in the script, insert baby sound effect?
I really do have a figure for fashion.
Yes, you do.
Let's try them all.
All of them. I mean, wait, hang on. I'm all for seeing you in low-cut dresses, but your daughter needs to get a move on if she's going to meet Tristan outside.
Picture our Morgan in this.
What the? Oh, she did that when she was in stepmother mode. They didn't say that that's what's going on yet, but I saw it in an ad that her personality is changing because she's becoming a wicked stepmother. Which, because she asked for the fairy tale life, she's becoming a fairy tale stepmother.
Well,
you know, a two-piece dress, that sounds pretty good.
Thank you for everything, stepmother.
stepmother. Oh, my hair, it's so high and my dress is so low.
She never had problems with low dresses before.
Who lives in this rat hole?
Morgan does. Stepdaughters always live in attics or dungeons.
Oh, right, yeah. Huh. That's such a... Huh. They didn't show Morgan in this room after the spell was cast. And she was so cheery, but the vintage Disney princesses who lived in the bummer rooms like this were always so cheery, even though they were given the worst of the stuff. And she was so happy to do all those chores like Snow White was, huh?
Wicked stepmothers don't have cute chipmunks as friends. They have
Cats!
I mean, one Disney villain had a cat. Was there any more than that?
An adventure out here somewhere. A bellow of distress.
Wait. You need to show me what happens when he commutes to New York and he's still in Prince mode.
I shall!
No offense, sir, but you might want to find another profession.
Just like a lawyer, perhaps?
Oh, you changed the world. What? You changed the world? Do you know how much magic it takes to make that happen?
Oh, the world? I was thinking it was just Monroeville. So you're telling me that he's not going to commute to New York in Disney Prince mode? Oh.
Vain?
I'm not vain. I just look good in everything.
There it is. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, she does look good in everything.
We just need some magic. As we say in Antilasia, magic fixes everything.
Now would be a really good time to get a babysitter if you can snap into evil mode every once in a while.
You ready for the big festival tonight?
Of course. My stepmother even bought me a new dress.
Just ignoring the fact that she tore that dress in half, I guess. Well, that's what we're here for. Speaking of romance, we have not had enough of it so far. Robert has been away from Giselle for a lot of the movie, and Tyler has barely been in this at all. Robert and Giselle's relationship was what carried the first film. We're needing a bit more of that in this film.
Something wild and imperfect.
Nice Ariel reference.
Perfectly right for me.
Sounds good. Go get him. Go get him. Don't just stare at him again. Don't just stare at him again, then cut it to a different scene again. No, you need to go get... Oh, wait. He might have a girlfriend. Are you going to just stare at him and then cut to a different scene again? You are going to... Okay. False alarm. False alarm.
Grumpy.
You... Never mind, they did just cut to something else after unsubstantialness.
Oh, curly eyelashes, why not? No.
Are they dubbing in someone else's voice? The audio sounds a little bit funny. I'm looking at the credits on IMDb. Some of the The names of the extras are kind of funny to me. Ragamuffin Boy, Snooty Woman, Snooty Daughter, Cupcake Family, Sardonic Businesswoman / Florist, Disgruntled Businessman, not to be confused with the weary businessman who becomes the baker, Nervous Wife, Nervous Husband, Fairy Tale Village Boy, 3 Mean Girls, Crone, Poor Lady, whoever, Grumpy Vendor. I don't know who puts these in, if it's Disney themselves. They probably just took it from the credit. They might have just taken it from the credits, maybe. Those sound like names that are actually from the movie. Wait, the movie's credits. Never did find out if she's dubbed, though.
Yes, I am. I'm very excited.
You're telling me the relationship bonding is happening off screen? Like we're in frickin' Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella? So now, theoretically, the prince and Cinderella are having a conversation with each other, but I'm being distracted by the stepsisters singing. So that was their window of opportunity to have a conversation with each other, and it wasn't very long. That wasn't really a montage as much as just whatever was happening without us hearing it.
No, stepmothers never handle this well.
That must be wonderful.
Sure, sometimes.
At least I can hear what they're saying in this.
Just not what I would choose if I could.
I understand that.
Okay.
Maybe I could show you around. Make sure you have the perfect partner to dance with.
Are there imperfect partners?
This is romantic and all, but I'll bring up a problem with this in a second.
Stick with me, your toes will be very happy you did.
Well, then on their behalf, I thank you.
Yeah, it was charming.
And I accept.
Then I am honored.
Hey, the problem here is that Morgan is acting very out of character because of the spell. So, if they get to know each other very well, they're gonna have to start over in terms of getting to know each other when the curse is lifted. That was very nice of Giselle to try to stay out of that, knowing the damage she could cause.
Lots and lots of questions. So you're going to start from the beginning, or I might have to do a little editing.
I don't like the implications of that.
The most wonderful thing happened. Tyson asked me to the festival.
I'm afraid you won't be attending the festival tonight after all. You have far too many chores to do.
You know, Giselle really should have warned Morgan about this. She should have told her, if I start acting mean, just disregard whatever I tell you to do.
Surely they can wait.
Are you speaking back to me?
No, of course not. I would never do such a thing. I promised Tyson that I would be there.
Oh, come now, Morgan. A boy like Tyson has plenty of options, and frankly, better ones.
Is she gonna remember that when she snaps out of it? She's been flip-flopping between good mode and bad mode. I wonder if she's gonna remember that Morgan's locked in there when she goes back into good mode. I thought for sure he was gonna step on him with the other foot.
But Robert will certainly appreciate it if he isn't slain by something. Oh no, she's right! He thinks he's a prince with a sword. Who knows what he'll find out there?
It's all done now. The big, bad giant is gone.
I turned away for 1 second.
We are in your debt, sir.
A true hero.
I'll do it. Better options, huh? I think that's the dress that was ripped. She should have kept it in 2 pieces to show the midriff off. That would have been a clever way to roll with it.
Please don't do this. Please.
Oh, there we go, finally.
Morgan?
Stepmother.
Morgan.
Oh, never mind.
I wished for a fairy tale life and it's all gone terribly wrong.
Oh, finally you tell her.
Terribly right. Don't you dare! Oh, I'll dare. Oh, I like.
Stop it!
Hang on, I just didn't find her in the IMDb credits, but I can't find whether or not there's a different voice actress doing that.
Save us.
I wonder if the good or bad version of her pushed her.
Wretched girl.
That's her biological daughter, so that's the one she's gonna be nice to.
You three. You look like you're good with children.
Blue, green, red.
You know, stepmothers are not powerful. We have no power of our own. We have no power of our own. We have no power of our own.
Roll clips of stepmothers not being powerful.
Edward!
Mother?
Look where it's gotten you.
I really am sorry about this.
You don't want their blood on your hands, do you? Do you?
All I have to do is crush it. You wouldn't. Not for her. Really? Let's find out.
I call upon all the forces of the universe. Bippity, boppity, boo!
Okay, move aside.
Why? So I can rip his heart out. It'll do exactly what we want.
I did cast a curse that devastated an entire population. Because it got me my son.
I'd like to be queen! I thought it only fair to give you a chance to hand Monrolasia over to me peacefully before any unpleasantness begins.
That would be the quickest rebellion ever if that actually worked.
You know there's only one thing that can happen.
Indeed.
Dance off.
Dance off, bro! Me versus you! It's on!
One of us has to die.
Midnight.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, she probably should have brought a weapon to just cut her up here. I mean, I don't know if the queen could have fought back. She used her magic to heal plants, but she hasn't shown any offensive capabilities.
Dear, I barely know you're there.
I'll be careful not to crow. Darling, you can claim you're bad, but I'm a better bad.
Loving the costumes in this movie, by the way.
Nobody ever would bother to tell a tale with Maleficent and with Cruella.
It's weird that they bring up Maleficent and Cruella, since these two obviously parallel the evil queen from Snow White and the stepmother from Cinderella, so it's weird that they brought up Maleficent and Cruella. Happily never after, that really is a fate worse than death. I mean, once those sequels kick in, you're screwed. More hand-drawn animation, hooray!
Why am I so pointy?
You look good that way.
Perfect.
Are you finally gonna have some chemistry with your wife for once? How long has it been since you had some chemistry with your wife? It's been about 41 minutes, give or take.
I'd turn around if I were you. Unless you want to get thrown off the roof.
Oh, right, because stepmothers are usually widows. She might have it in for him.
Quite the day.
So have I.
This is a pleasant thing to come home to. Not as pleasant as her last outfit, but it is still.
Where did you say Morgan was again?
Who knows? But who cares? Tonight's about me.
Stop the carriage!
In those fairy tales in Disney movies, we usually don't get to see the good and noble biological father being married to the wicked stepmother. Usually, anyway. Usually the dad's dead before that. So now I think about it, it does make you wonder how those marriages work between the good king and the evil queen.
Morgan wouldn't just disappear like this. I'm going to go find her.
Well, another fruitless quest, but good luck with that.
You just got back with your wife and now you're going to do something else for another 41 minutes. There's only 41 minutes left in the movie. I am liking how there's more scenes in hand-drawn animation than the first movie had. Nice Cinderella reference.
Let it grow. Let it glow.
Nice, they had Idina Menzel sing Let It Grow and Let It Glow.
Protect our world.
Now I'm getting Beauty and the Beast vibes from that bit of the music.
I was so distracted by how good the song is, I forgot to be upset that they removed Edward.
It's like soaring on a magic broomstick to the sky above.
Magic broomstick. That she also played the Wicked Witch of the West in Wicked. Idina Menzel did, I mean. Yeah, I'm sure that when Frozen came out and they heard Elsa singing, the people who made Enchanted were kicking themselves about not giving Idina Menzel a song in Enchanted. So they gave her not one but 2 songs in Disenchanted.
Do I look ready?
Oh, that floor. That looks so good with the red staining on the marble floor.
Morgan, where have you been? Are you okay?
No, actually, I'm really not.
If only we could all be so honest when someone asks us if we're okay.
I wish to be Queen of Monrelasia.
Are we going with wishing to be the Sultan rules, where it just gives you a new outfit, but then everyone just acts as if nothing happens? Avada Kedavra!
I wish.
Now peck out her eyes like in a proper fairy tale.
Gods!
Yep, guards still recognize her as the queen.
I wish.
Oh, that's too overpowered. They can't just wish for their weapons to be gone.
Dad!
How have you fared? Oh!
How have you fared?
To get inside, let's go.
When did my daughter become so brave?
When she turned 20. Nice green water in the fountain, by the way. The thorns are obvious, or probably supposed to be like Sleeping Beauty. Is she dead? I know if she's dead, she's not gonna be permanently dead. Okay.
Robert?
Are you finally gonna have some chemistry again?
I'm so sorry. I don't want minions.
Morgan! Mother, what are you doing?
Relax, darling.
And how are you doing it? You don't have control over what's happening with Andalasia and Monroe, Malaysia.
And if you don't do it, she dies.
No!
Well, you know, Morgan's had 20 years of good life lived.
Cease! Evil witch.
Oh, Robert. Don't you think you're being a little harsh?
No. Oh, I guess they're not doing the motherly love with True Love's kiss to wake her up.
I'm coming with you.
They would make the guys do all the work in the end.
This is all my fault.
Well, yeah, it is all her fault.
You have to make a new wish, Morgan.
No one but a true Andalasian can use that broken piece of kindling.
She might be a fake daughter of Andalasia, but fake stuff lasts longer.
You are a true daughter of Andalasia because you are my daughter, Morgan. No. No.
Well, stop wasting time and make it a wish.
I wish I was home with my mom.
Of all the things you could wish for to fix this, okay. Ha! Her fake stuff was bigger than the Queen's real stuff. Oh.
I had the craziest dreams last night.
I was just about to ask if he remembers all that. He had better be able to. I was thinking he better be able to remember all that.
He really doesn't remember anything?
What?
Only the person who wields the magic ever really remembers it clearly. To everyone else, it's sort of like a dream.
I call inequality in the system.
Giselle, the usual?
Oh, yes, please.
She traumatized everyone in the town.
Robert opened a small practice in town and never rode the train again.
No books and no video games. What a missed opportunity.
Morgan?
Hey, Morgan!
Well, she was still a
20-year-old.
No post-credits scene? But I want a stinger that teases the third movie. Is there gonna be a third movie? I want a third movie. Do you want me to do another one? Do you want me to do another one? You want me to do another one? Do I have to wait another 15 years for the second movie? If they wait 15 years, Morgan won't be 20 years old anymore. I don't think they've announced it yet. That would be very quick if they announced it right now. Alright. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. So let's wrap this up. The romance in Disenchanted, there's not a lot of it, but we did get Robert having adjusted to Giselle as she is, and Giselle having adapted to fit the real world. Robert is trying to go along with the move and appease Giselle, so he's putting in a lot of effort, and he's trying to keep the family stable, and he's trying to keep the peace. It will handle the outbursts from Morgan. I do think that Robert was shoved to the side too much. He did get his hero moments, but there just wasn't enough of his character. Edward and Nancy, I mean, they're kind of funny together. I mean, Edward by himself is funny when he's not when Edward's not with Nancy, he's probably funnier than when they're together. There's a bit of her not having the same over-the-topness that he has, so she has to reel him in a bit, but there's not too much of that. For the most part, she's kind of adapted to match his over-the-topness in some ways. And Morgan and Tyler, like, they say that they're not wanting perfection and that their moms can be a bit too much, but they don't really do anything with that, apart from the fact that they're united fighting their evil versions of their moms. And Tyler just didn't have, it is Tyler, right? He just didn't have much of an impact. I mean, Robert and Edward weren't in that much of the film, but they still left an impact when they were there. Though the movie was funny and, well, for the most part, it was funny. And it's definitely a pretty film. This is a gorgeous film. Fairy tale landscapes. Some of the film is in the hand-drawn animation. Gorgeous low-cuts, dresses, houses that look like cakes. Great fairy tale aesthetics. Sparkling magical effects. There's a lot of stuff that's visually pleasing in this movie. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and dream of a true love's kiss.